concept of he doesn't care about a quarterback. He's more in love with his defense. Get rid of him.
I'm going to hold him. I like Jeff Fisher, and I realize he's defensive minded all the way.
Let him be the coach of your team, then you'll find out how much you really love him.
That's true. Maybe I did watch Hard Knocks, so I know how he is. I guess this year, but
the great Hard Knocks show.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, he took the Titans to their only Super Bowl. That was in like 2002 or 2001. I mean, Vince Young was a head case anyway. I mean, he was not a stable human being even before he came to.
Probably not a stable human being now. But,
right.
But I don't know.
He's doing work for Longhorn Network.
Yeah,
actually.
I saw that.
I saw him on there. Yeah, it's such an accomplishment there.
Yeah. Something they're like, hey, can we turn this into the Big 12 network?
Yeah.
Please.
Let's put him and Acho and Ricky Williams on there and see what we can get. Yeah.
But I would hold on to him. I like the way he's handling the Jared Goff situation because I think he does. I think he did want him but he's not ready. They didn't get him to be ready right away. He wasn't Carson Wentz. He wasn't. I know you're like nowadays it's the new
then
thing.
Why trade up for him?
They've
I don't think it was his decision. I think it was management's decision.
Long term, he could be the answer. If you look at him now, he looks like me. He's 6'5". I'm not 6'5", and skinny. He's just not ready yet. He doesn't have the body type. He doesn't have, and I think they're waiting for him to finally get ready, and they're taking it slow. But I like how he's not letting the media, which I think gets in these coaches' heads too much, dictate who's starting.
Yeah, and I saw where he said that ideally he wouldn't want Goff to play at all this year.
Right.
He said that himself.
Yeah.
Okay. So basically you're saying you're like Jared Goff because you have blonde hair and a part over.
Not at all. Not at all.
He's a cow guy. Yeah,
I'm just saying though that I like the way he's handling it because I don't think he's ready, and I think Jeff Fisher knows he's not ready, and he's doing that thing
Okay. So right. I'm out on Jeff Fisher.
I'm going to hold on
him. Okay. All right, we're going to move on to another 3-4 team. The Baltimore Ravens with John Harbaugh, not Jim. John Harbaugh in his 9th season.
Keep him.
Hold.
You're holding.
It's 3 seasons from a Super Bowl. No, that guy's he's great.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's go on to another coach who actually
you lost Ray Lewis, your quarterback of the defense.
CJ Mosley ain't bad. They drafted him to.
Well, he's not bad, but he's not Ray Lewis. He's not Ray Lewis yet. It took Ray Lewis a couple of years before his name became Ray Lewis.
Very true.
So
very true. Well, let's move on to a coach who actually has a Super Bowl ring. Sean Payton in his 10th season with the 3-4 Saints, who have not been as good recently.
They just beat the Seahawks.
Very true.
I don't care whatever team I'm holding on Sean Payton. Sean Payton's one of my favorite head coach. I thought the Cowboys did so wrong by letting him go to the Saints after I think it was Bill Belichick. Bill Belichick.
Bill Parcells.
Right.
Yeah.
He's a Parcells.
Don't you wish you had Belichick?
Yeah. Man.
Yeah. Come on. We can just play the game.
Yeah.
But I'm going to hold on to Sean Payton with no matter the team because he's a great coach and great offensive mind. I just think I don't know whose job it is to make that defense better, but they need to do their job.
I don't know who their defensive coordinator is. Obviously,
it was Rob Ryan last year.
Well, Rob Ryan's a joke anyway.
Bills now have him.
He is.
I mean, he has been passed around more than a funny cigarette at a frat party. So,
all right. Okay.
So, don't get me on the Ryan brothers because they can go also.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they're great for antics for the media, but no.
David's just going to go to half the teams in the NFL and just clean house.
Gone. Just give me a paddle.
You got a winning record, you're out. You're out. You're
Bill
leaving.
O'Brien, you're out.
Bill, I'm halfway. I'm tempted there with Bill O'Brien. I'm on the fence with Bill O'Brien. So.
Okay. So now we're going to move on to another team who actually has underachieved this season. Your 2-5 Carolina Panthers with Ron Rivera in his 6th season. Are you holding or folding? 1 year removed from being in the Super Bowl.
Well, see, okay, I'm holding on to it because they lost to free agency
Josh Norman.
Josh Norman. Now, is Josh Norman as good as advertised? I don't know if maybe he fit the system.
He's not doing that good. He doesn't fit Washington's system.
Exactly.
They run a lot of zone coverage, and in Carolina, he was doing a lot of man-to-man.
And after you make a big run like that to the Super Bowl or to World Series, NHL Finals, NBA Finals, people want to get paid.
They want their money.
They want their money, and that's what happened. Is a lot of Carolina players left because they went to go get money.
That was weird. That was on them because they had the franchise tag on him, and then they rescinded it, making him a free agent, which...
Because he's a head case.
Very true.
And he's an idiot.
And now we're seeing it.
Where's that drop?
Yeah,
he's
go ahead.
An idiot.
Yeah,
Where's that drop? He's an idiot.
Come on.
I'm going to tell you right now. He's
an idiot.
Yeah. He is. Him and Cam Newton can go on their own team for themselves.
He's an idiot.
Double times. All right. Who else do you have on there?
We're going to go to San Diego. 3-5, Mike McCoy in his 4th season.
I'm going to hold on to him. Another Denver guy.
Just so many heartbreaking losses. It's just amazing how they can lose a game.
Did you see what Philip Rivers mouthed whenever, I think it was Josh Lambo, their kicker missed that, or they fumbled the snap? He goes, "We're the Bad News Bears." that's who we are. We're the Bad News Bears. You get to that point and then you lose.
We're going to find a different way to lose this time.
Exactly, and I think he's right, and I really respect Philip Rivers a lot because you never hear a peep out of him for the bad teams that they had and the great teams that they had that probably should have won more, and he stuck it out. So I think Mike McCoy is great for that team, and he's dedicated to this team. He's you see it on the sideline, he goes to one knee like he's saying a quick prayer for every play that ends the game, and I think he's good.
Which he came from Denver too, didn't he?
He did. He was the offensive coordinator before Adam Gase.
Mm-hmm.
Was the offensive coordinator. So he went to the Super Bowl with them when they won. When they lost.
When they lost it to Seattle.
Because the next year he went to the Chargers.
Yeah. Okay.
See, I really like
Mike McCoy?
Yeah, I like the Chargers.
Yeah.
I'm trying to look up the name. I can't find it right now. The new tight end they have, Hunter
Henry
from
Hunter Henry,
Arkansas.
So I really like this guy. I mean, once
Gates' heir apparent there.
Yeah, he went down. I mean, Hunter just picked up his game, and he still has his game going.
Right. What a better person to learn from, too. I mean, you can't have a better person to learn from for Hunter Henry.
They can't keep a healthy receiver. Keenan Allen goes down every year. Travis Benjamin, they thought he was going to be out for the year, but I saw earlier today he's not going to need to be, but he's still going to be out for
Tyrell Williams, look out for that name.
Tyrell Williams is doing good. Yeah.
And all the headaches that Joey Bosa put him through,
he's playing.
Is actually playing.
Great. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
Did you see him against the Falcons?
Him in that 3-4 is pretty good fit there.
I think it was worth the wait.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I've came on this program and talked bad about Joey Bosa, about maybe he doesn't understand the new contract negotiations that the NFL has, because his mother said, "Oh, maybe we should have played a Manning, Eli Manning,
pulled a Eli Manning."
Yeah, pulled a Eli Manning. Well,
try to get traded.
Right. So he's working out right now.
All right. So I have 2 left. So we'll kind of wrap this up a little bit. I have 2 teams who were in tie games recently.
Okay.
Yeah, we have both are 3-4-1. First, we're going to have Cincinnati's Marvin Lewis in his 14th season. Are you holding or folding?
This is tough. I knew this was coming.
This is not tough for me at all.
I'm going to say fold. I'm going to say you get rid of him. It just seems like he made Adam Pac-Man Jones a captain. Are you kidding me? Do y'all remember him? The guy that was throwing hundreds in the strip club and shot himself.
He went to play in the NFL and do wrestling at the same time, or he did wrestling when he was a free agent.
He made him a captain. He has Vontaze Burfict as a starting linebacker, a guy who stomps on people's nuts and legs.
But he can play when he's under control.
He's great. But does he have control of him? I don't think so.
He doesn't have control of him, no.
I just think that they need – and that was kind of their MO, was the fact that they were kind of wild and crazy. They were – and maybe that works for them, but
it doesn't work.
When you're losing, it means it's not working.
The reason why you get rid of them is because it doesn't work for them. Last year they had Pittsburgh Steelers.
Lost the game because of penalties.
Had them under control, and all of a sudden they just said, "Oh, hey, we're just going to go crazy on the field. We're just not lack of institutional control." Which
that's very political and very professional.
Right. I mean, he has no control of that team at all.
Yeah.
And he hasn't had control of that team for the last 6 years.
Right.
A lot of times when they've lost it because they've just lost it on the field of just penalties.
Stupid
they
plays.
Lost it mentally. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, the 2 times that my Houston Texans have knocked them out of the playoffs, and the first time the Houston beat them with what was that?
TJ Yates.
I couldn't remember. If you can't beat TJ Yates,
you got
a backup quarterback.
Yeah, there's something wrong.
You need to go on. And they were good enough.
Which CJ Yates was you guys' like third stringer at the time, right?
I don't know.
Something like
Job
that.
and then,
Yeah,
Yeah, it was something like that.
something like that.
but I do love that offense, man. I love Jeremy Hill. I love AJ Green. I'm coming around Andy Dalton.
Gio Bernard too.
I'm coming around on him a little bit. I think he's better than Osweiler. I think they're kind of good comparisons.
Is he better
but
than
I would
Osweiler?
I would take Dalton over Osweiler. I would.
Jury's out.
I mean, it's so you forget about the Texans that this is Osweiler's really technically first year as a starter.
Right.
So you still have to. He's still a long way.
I'm
to
not
go.
saying Osweiler's. Oh, hey. I mean,
Yeah.
the sign they
His
had.
greatest things is sliced bread. There, yeah.
Won it for stealing $72 million.
Right.
Yeah, I agree with that sign. So, one more.
Okay, last one.
Marvin Jones gone.
Marvin Lewis.
I just changed his name.
Marvin
Jones is
Jones
the
is-
Detroit receiver.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Okay. Bruce Arians in his 4th season with Arizona.
keep him. Love Bruce Arians, man. That guy. He's gonna do big things with the Cardinals. I don't know why.
Their line is garbage. Palmer has no time.
Well, Palmer's not is garbage. in
Very
my
true.
opinion.
And they don't know if they want to air it out with him or if they want to give the ball to David Johnson, which they should give the ball to David Johnson because that dude is.
Yeah, he's a beast.
A running game always, to me, a running game, you have to have the running game to set up the pass game.
Yeah.
And if
Their defense hasn't been that good this year either.
Okay, well,
So.
they figured out their defense.
Very true.
Other team, if they last year the reason why they went out early is because the Honey Badger, he went down.
Tyrann Mathieu, yeah.
But and once he went down, they didn't have that support of the nickel back, and he covered a lot of the
slot
area,
receivers,
the slots areas where they allowed him to blitz.
Mhm.
Now everybody knows, hey, if we just don't throw it in the direction of the Honey Badger, we can
He's
gash
out,
this
though.
defense left and right.
Yeah,
and that's
because
what's
Peterson's not having
happening.
that good of a year on the outside either. So
and that's what we're seeing now. Just don't throw in the direction of.
That was
Matthew.
my Super Bowl pick to win it
Oh,
all.
I had him high.
I had him.
I
winning
think
the Super
everybody
Bowl.
almost had him high. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I'd keep
but once again, that's just like the Indianapolis Colts in a way. That the offensive line is just horrible. Houston Texans, same way that line's horrible. They just need to go in.
Take a note
Protect
of
your
the
greatest
Cowboys,
asset,
Brooklyn,
which is
you
your
know.
quarterback.
And I can't say that Carson Palmer is your greatest asset. So,
Right.
Very true.
But,
Especially when he's under pressure.
Very true.
I mean, I think we're waiting for another broken bone pretty
Right.
soon.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
Don't want
on,
to jinx them too much.
That's all I got on this edition of Hold or Fold. There.
Okay. Well, when we come back, we're going to go ahead and talk some Texas Rangers baseball. We know we teased it earlier, but Gavin Mitchell kind of threw us off track
had to
right there.
change. Definitely had to change for Gavin
Right.
Mitchell.
It's I know Gavin works that full-time job during the day, and I wanted to get him in and out as fast as possible. So coming up, Texas Rangers, Kurt Jones going to tell us what he thinks.
You hear the headlines. You know health insurance is a real mess right now. Premiums have skyrocketed, and in most cases, you're stuck with your plan until open enrollment. But there's a government rule that allows you to qualify for lower health insurance rates if your life has changed. That means if you've changed jobs, if you're having a child, if you're getting married, if you're getting divorced, even if you run a small business or you're self-employed, this law may qualify you to get lower health insurance rates. Call the Health Insurance Hotline today. Learn how this 10-minute call can help you get lower health insurance rates. This is a free service to help consumers learn the laws to help them qualify for lower health insurance rates. So call right now to learn more. 800-926-4501, 800-926-4501, 800-926-4501, 800-926-4501.
Hey folks, Gavin Mitchell here. If you're in the market for a new car or truck, Jerry Chevrolet in Weatherford has been family owned and operated for nearly 50 years, and my family has done business with Jerry for 25 of those. Jerry's proudly built a reputation of working hard to provide their customers with great service and exceptional value. Jerry Chevrolet has hundreds of new trucks in stock, and they are always marked with the absolute lowest price. Come test drive the Chevy Silverado or the Colorado today and get yourself a $25 prepaid Visa gift card for doing it. When you go online at jerrychevytexas.com, Jerry will offer you a $25 prepaid Visa gift card just for stopping in. No purchase necessary. It's as easy as that. If you have a trade-in, Jerry Chevrolet is always looking for quality used cars, and you can go to jerrychevytexas.com today and find out what your vehicle is worth. Buy new roads at Jerry Chevrolet in Weatherford and at jerrychevytexas.com. Come out our way and trade your way. Tell them Gavin sent you.
Attention business owners. We know that owning a business means getting things